Good evening, college basketball fans. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon Beer and Basketball, episode 5, the draft. We got a draft of all the mid-major conferences coming up in the second half of this show. But for now, I want to give a special shout out to my significant other, my wife, Ashley Marie Owens. Great lady, great person. This is our 10-year anniversary, and she's letting me do this show out of the kindness of her heart. And there's not a really fancy dinner that's happening Saturday because of it. But to the love of my life, thank you for putting up with all of my stuff. Happy anniversary, and I'll see you in a couple hours. All right. Moving forward, our starting lineup at 5'7" from Boise, Idaho. My friend and co-host of Bronco Nation Live, Mr. Nick Wade.
Happy anniversary, guy.
Thank you, sir. And at 5'8" from Plano, Texas, gold certified Team USA and Plano West basketball coach, Mr. Jonathan Yates.
What's up, party people? We're in the building. Let's get it going.
Fun fact, I just learned this evening that Plano West is the third largest high school in the state of Texas.
Yep, behind Plano East and Allen.
Yeah, good stuff. And at 6'2" from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, founder of the Sunbelt Syndicate, Mr. Dominic Cressetto.
USA.
And at 5'10" from Twin Falls, Idaho, connoisseur of all things basketball and statistician extraordinaire, Mr. Josh Fife.
Broncos 1-0 in the last one game, baby.
Hey, all you got to do is go 1-0 every game.
That's
Right. And finally, at 5'9" from Columbia, Pennsylvania, gamer extraordinaire and founder of River Shark Gaming, Mr. Casey Wick.
What's going on, everybody?
Oh, you know, just living some dreams.
Casey's got all the gold on tonight.
It's pulling hard for his Irish over Louisville here. They got a close
Oh
one.
yeah, they're gonna lose.
There's so much
the
faith.
last game that they were almost going
much.
to win and then lost?
The team has the talent. The coach is just it's atrocious.
If you're watching on YouTube or TikTok, thanks for joining us. We are live on YouTube as well. We will try to get your comments over there, but if you hop on over to YouTube at Bronco Nation Updates, we can put your comments on air. Otherwise, just enjoy the pretty scenery. And by pretty scenery, I mean the stuff that's on the other side of the screen, not my side. So, well, fellas, another week goes by. Nick, well, you are our resident designated driver, and what do you got on the table tonight, and what kind of snacks are you munching on?
I'm not doing any snacks. I'm getting back into the grind. I'm a long distance runner and I run off ketones, so I've kind of
Muted yourself.
I've limited my my complex carb intake, so no snacks today. I am doing some coffee in my Broncos mug, and the coffee is from Albertsons, their signature select K-Cup. It's really good. Albertsons products are always top of the line. They're just as good as, the name brands.
All right. And Yates, funny story. Why don't you tell us about it?
Do I have a funny story?
I don't know.
There's a funny story in the room with us.
What are you
All right,
drinking?
anyway, so I got a couple of things here today, right? I'm just going to be sipping on a little bit of little Milliman green bourbon here, straight out of Blanco, Texas. All right, they got a little mixture of the way Kentucky does their bourbon with a little Texas flair to it, kind of like when they do the whiskeys, it's a little bourbon whiskey action. That's a little sipper. I'm not doing a bunch of that. And then straight over from 903 Brewing, got this frosted maple cookie beer.
Ooh.
Pretty interesting. And we're going to see.
Nice top. Very nice pop.
All right, Dom, what you got on the table tonight?
Yeah, so I went over to the local ABC store, as we call them here in North Carolina. I'm not sure. I know other states have different names for them. Ours is really creative there. Anyway, I have Cook's Mill, and really small here, but this is from Catawba County. That is a spot, little old Hickory, North Carolina, where I grew up. So when I saw that, I was like, whew, got to try that. So I have that Carolina bourbon in a Carolina Hurricanes glass because I am a hockey guy. So that's what I'm sipping on here tonight.
All right.
Excellent.
Good stuff. And hockey right around the corner. Ready for that?
Yes, it is. That's why I came prepared. I mean, I'm USA for every event, but hockey is going to be the big one for me.
Nice. All right, Josh, what do you got on the table tonight?
I am sporting some Kodo. It's tough to see there. Kodo Brewing Company, probably the most popular one here in Twin Falls. They got a great spot to go watch some games and check it out. So, brewed right in their restaurant and got it at a local Jackson's. So there you go.
All right. Good times. Oh, ooh, yeah. Nice and crispy. I love it. All right, Casey, what do you got from the Northeast tonight?
We are going to sample some Play Like a Champion, and of course, the camera's doing it. Play Like a Champion bourbon. Picked it up in South Bend, and it is to honor Lou Holtz's 3 pillars of trust, commitment, and love.
Oh, nice.
So
I see our viewership rising on the old. Oh, go for it. What was that?
I was just going to mix it with some cherry Coke.
Oh, so you're going to ruin it. Nice.
Yeah. We're going to shit. I'm not going to be able to do it like
Pretty
some of
strong.
you.
Cut it with a little cranberry.
Once you crack this bad boy, you know, you want to keep it going.
All right, viewership rising a little bit on TikTok. We are live. If you want to join us over on YouTube at Bronco Nation Updates, we'll put your comments live on screen. Linnell Hollingsworth, hi, how are you? Welcome to the show. Sophia, hello guys. Hi, Sophia. Some more highs and hays by Linnell Hollingsworth. Yeah.
What's smooth?
Yeah. Ooh, I heard smooth. Nice.
Yeah, smooth. I just poured it straight before I,
So you don't need to ruin it then.
No, I do not.
All right.
If this was a Friday night show, it'd be a good time.
So I am going back to Three Nations from last week, mainly because I didn't have time to go out today, but their beer is just as good a week old as what it was last week. For the old TikTok right there. Got Three Nations. I'm doing the Big Wheel tonight. Yates knows all about that one. And over here, going Big Wheel. And that's what I'm going to start with. I also got another Royal Blood I'll crack open a little bit later from Three Nations Brewing right there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's so money, it doesn't even know it's money.
Right. And then, of course, the Autumn Spice in my Three Nations Growler. I'm going to crack that open a little bit later for the nightcap and go from there. But this one here is a 5.4. The Big Wheel. It is an amber ale. And it sounded nice.
Sound real nice, like.
Mm-hmm. All right. So on TikTok, you probably noticed a little fuzz in my screen. I dropped my phone and it cracked. So I get it fixed tomorrow. Ignore the
Don't
buzz.
worry. This show will pay for its replacement in no time.
I believe it.
There's a reason I buy the insurance to replace the screen protector for free.
You do have the miracle shirt on, right, Dom? That's what it says on the back.
Yep.
Let's go. Believe in
There
those
we
miracles.
go.
Here we go.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
All right. And real quick, before we hop into basketball, I'm going to shout out Dom and his Sunbelt Syndicate covering Sunbelt baseball about to kick off. Go check out the Sunbelt Syndicate on Facebook and YouTube and watch some of them shows. They're pretty interesting. I've seen a few of them this week.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we try to have some players on because people want to hear that. We want to talk about who's the DJ in the locker room, fun stuff, not just all strictly baseball talk. So if you're just a fan of hearing what these athletes go through and some of the stuff they're getting into behind the scenes, we're trying to get into that aspect with them.
Yep. Sunbelt Syndicate or the Sunbelt Conference, pretty dang near close to being a power one, huh?
We like to think so. Yeah. I mean, you got a team that was in the national championship last year, and you've got some teams that are historically very good. So yeah, baseball is one that we want to say we should be included with the power. We're not silly over here. We're not saying that for basketball. We're not saying that for football, but baseball, we do feel like we belong up there.
I'm super jealous because I love baseball. That's why I cover Boise State softball so closely, is because we had a baseball team, we lost it, and
So close.
I'm trying everything I can with our team to support a new one.
Nice.
All
Yeah.
right.
Hopefully you get that back with that new conference, because that'd be a pretty good baseball conference if they got all that together.
Heck yeah. Fresno State's a powerhouse, man.
Hello, my name is Adam. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Bet their name is Adam.
I bet so.
My late brother's name. So that's why I put that up there. All right.
no.
Well, let's jump into this. Let's check in on the undefeated, shall we? Miami had another close one last night, but pulled it off. Are they going to be the new heartbreak or heart attack team out there that always finds a way to pull it off in the end?
It's looking like it.
Yeah.
Their time off after their back-to-back overtime wins did not help.
No, I
No.
mean, outside of that spanking against Northern Illinois, every other one of their games has been within 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to be a fun one to watch, and we'll see real early on in the tournament if their success is just because of their schedule, or if it's because of their talent. Casey, let's go to you. We don't go to you early enough in the show very often. What are you thinking about Miami, Ohio? Are they a product of their schedule, or do they actually have some talent to go around?
I'd say it's a little bit of a mixture there. I think they're playing with fire with these close games. Eventually, you're going to slip up. I think given it where they get seeded in the tournament, they could make it out of the first round and maybe make it. I don't think they're going any further than maybe the Sweet 16. I just don't see the roster matching up that well, but they got the potential. It's just a matter of how they play down the stretch.
Nick, do you think that they're going to match up well with anybody that's a front runner for the national title, or like Dominic said, their depth not going to be there and they're going to bow out?
I don't know, but I love it, man. I love a good underdog story. They'll probably be depending on how high they can continue to climb. And not climbing as much as I thought they would, but I think right now they're 89. But I think that's why we're doing the draft tonight, because maybe somebody's going to get the MAC, and maybe they're going to get some double points when we do our brackets. And if I get the MAC, then I'm going to be probably the biggest Miami fan there is, man. But yeah, I'm pulling for them. I hope they can do it. But I do think just so far, like right now, I think they got things going, and with momentum, you never know with momentum, and that there's a little bit of a that magic, right? I think that they could probably steal a couple wins in the tournament, maybe.
Since their 161 drubbing of Central Michigan, they had the 3-point overtime win at home versus Buffalo, the 6-point overtime win at Kent State, and then the 2-point UMass win, and then they blew out Northern Illinois before a 2-point Buffalo win. That could be the strength of their schedule right there. Now, we got a Sunbelt team up next in Marshall. Dom, why don't you tell us a little bit about that, and should they be worried about that game?
I'd say they should be worried a little bit. They're not going to be completely scared, but Marshall is a better team at home than they are on the road. They're currently up on Southern Miss as we speak, 67-60. So a little bit closer of a game than I would have predicted there going in. The one thing that sticks out to me with Miami is interesting. I mean, they have 6 players in double figures. There's not a whole lot of teams across the country that are going to average 6 guys in double figures. That's both good and bad, if you ask me. And I'd love to hear Yates's conversation on this or thoughts, because that means you have really good depth. You have a very solid team all the way around, but they're all like within a point or two of each other on the point average. So they don't have that like one guy who takes over a game. And I wonder if that's an aspect come tournament time that you actually want. And they don't even seem to have that guy on the defensive side either. If you want to just compare straight away to a team like Akron, okay, their top scorer averages just over 20 points a game. Miami's top score is at 15.2. And again, it drops just incrementally down after that each time. But Akron's leading rebounder is grabbing over 7 a game. Miami, they've got a guy averaging just under 6. And then again, everybody's really close otherwise. So I just say I'd probably be concerned that they don't have that one dominant figure that they can lean on. If 2 or 3 guys are having not a great night, I'm not sure what happens there with them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you as I'm looking at their stats, and I'm seeing them average 35 rebounds a game as a team, and but they're averaging about 90, almost 93 points a game. So that tells me that they're very fast paced. If you're that fast paced, why are we not grabbing more rebounds? Because that means the other team's probably shooting it that much as well. Right. But then we look at their field goal percentage, and they are shooting it at a high margin. They're averaging like almost 54% a game as a team. Like that is just stroking it. All right. Now, is that because they're not being defended like they will see in the tournament? I don't know. But I think once you get tournament time, I think defense ramps up a little bit. And to go back to your point, not having that one dude that you can give the ball to and say, get me a bucket. That's going to make it really tough. That's what Florida was really good at last year. It was like everybody kind of averaged close to the same, but then you had Walter Clayton Jr. of go make a play.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's my take on it. I think if once defense ramps up a little bit against some of those top teams, we'll get to see their true colors.
Yeah. And they've got all of their games are on ESPN Plus, except for the Ohio game on ESPNU the rest of the year. So those that have the Disney bundle with the ESP Plus and Hulu Live and all that, if you're Miami fans, you'll be able to catch all their games on the air. So let's talk about that other undefeated team, the other 22-0 one, Arizona. They have looked lights out, and I don't know. I clicked Arizona, and it took me to Vanderbilt. This thing hates me. Like Vanderbilt's not even near Arizona on the ranking chart.
No.
It's not near there on the map either.
All right. So Arizona, you could probably argue that their signature win this year, probably a couple of them being Florida and UConn. Florida more so, or less than UConn, because Florida is really turning it up right now. They're really looking like a national title contender. Is that going to weigh the same playing Florida game one as if they would have beat them later in the year? Or let's be honest, Arizona's going to get a number 1 overall seed unless they have a historic meltdown. But if it comes down to them and whoever else, will that Florida carry more weight being the first game of the season versus if they would have played them later on? Josh, what do you think?
Yes, I think so. I did a little side-by-side on Miami and Arizona just because I was curious. Miami 0-0 against quad ones. Arizona 9-0 against quad ones. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I saw a team be 9-0 against quad ones. Are you guys familiar with Evan Maya? He's like the stats guru. I would say he's Ken Palm on steroids, but he's got them number 1 overall resume. He has 0 of their players are in the top 10 most indispensable, which means they can go to anybody. They're not counting on one guy to do all the work for them. And they've got a couple studs, no doubt. But to know that you can go that deep with a team, whether it was against a Florida or whether it's against a Baylor like they've got coming up, Arizona has a gauntlet schedule in the next couple of weeks. So I wrote on my thing, if they can go 7-2, 8-1, or 9-0, they are hands down the favorite to go all the way this year.
Yeah.
But they have a tough schedule in the next couple of weeks. I can't wait to see how it plays out for them.
Yeah, they've got Oklahoma State on Saturday, then they turn around on was that Monday? Yeah, Monday they play at Kansas, home against Texas Tech, home against BYU, at Houston, at Baylor, home against Kansas, home against Iowa State, at Colorado.
And they just escaped BYU by just 3 points, so that one could be another close game. Obviously at home this time, but
yeah. So it's going to be a tough schedule. Nick, which game on the remainder of Arizona's schedule is the one that they probably have the best chance to lose?
Well, they got 2 against Kansas, home and home. I don't know. I'm biased towards Houston, so I'm always high on Kelvin Sampson. So I think he'll have his, and it's in there at their place. So I would probably say that one. But I mean, if you think about it, they have 6 quad 1 games still yet to play.
Yeah. You imagine
So,
15-0 in quad 1 before the tournament?
Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Evan Maya has that game as 77-76 in favor of Arizona. So, man, when the metrics are saying a 1-point game, that is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is Arizona the team to beat this year, Yates?
The way it's going, yes. Hard to say different just with the way they've been playing so far. But I mean, there's some other, teams that they're the flirty picks,
Yeah.
Like Duke, they're pretty good.
Florida, they might be all right.
Florida, they're all right.
UConn.
Houston's decent,
Yeah.
UConn.
And you get towards the bottom of that list with Arkansas, and only if they're at home.
We lost at home the other day. I don't want to hear it. Hurts a little bit still.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk some of these other conferences. Let's go with the ACC. Conference slates are starting to turn that halfway mark, heading into the final stretch. Who in the ACC's a lock, and who has work left to do? Let's go Casey, since his beloved Notre Dame's in the ACC.
That's just dirty, Sam.
How are they doing against Louisville right now?
Losing.
Still time to turn that around.
73-55. It's over. You got 3 minutes left in the game. I mean, obviously you said Duke.
Let's show that up there real quick. Sorry to interrupt you, but this was shared to us by Casey, the Mass in Notre Dame at an ice cathedral. So there you go. Little fun thing.
They call it the Cathedral of Olaf from the Frozen movie.
Nice.
They did not want to build a snowman.
I mean, I gotta give them props. That took some time.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. All right, sorry. Back to basketball.
Anyway, Clemson seems to have stabilized. I'm not really a big believer in them, but I could see them making the tournament if they can do decent in the ACC tournament. It kind of seems like right now they're guaranteed at least 4. I would say Duke, Virginia, North Carolina is kind of bringing it on here. And maybe Virginia or Louisville, possibly. But yeah, I would say they get 4 at least. But after that, it's a toss-up depending how things finish in conference play.
Yeah, and I don't even think you can include Louisville right now. Maybe, I guess, but I haven't been high on Louisville in quite some time. So
They go hot and cold. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to gauge
if they can
them.
get hot the last few weeks of the season and in the tournament, then yeah, they should be.
They have a moderate schedule to the end of the year, though. Like they got Wake Forest, NC State, Baylor, SMU, Georgia Tech. They do finish with North Carolina and Clemson, and Syracuse and Miami. So, I mean, if you even win 75% of those games, you're on the
Yeah.
bubble.
Josh, can Virginia Tech sneak in on this one?
I think so. I think the ACC might surprise little people, and it's just weird how the metrics and analytics are all falling out right now. But I pointed out, I think maybe last week, the SEC got 14 last year. So I did a little comparison with those two. This year at the same time, last year, the SEC had 14 top 50s. This year, they're sitting at 12. So I really don't think now we all know the SEC, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've got two guys on the committee, so we'll see how that plays out.
We're going to get 12.
If they get more than 12, totally, Yates, then I'm convinced that there's a fix in. But with them maybe getting 11 or 12, there's going to be a couple spots opening up, so that might benefit the ACC. Lenardi had 8 on his latest bracketology in for the ACC. Again, that would benefit a Virginia Tech. And I think Casey's right. Clemson they lost to NC State the other day, but NC State is peaking right now. So Clemson, they're looking good. I think Louisville's the questionable team for me. They started out 7-0 and have gone 8-6 since then. So they're the question. I don't know if they get in. I think they're top 25 still as of today, but
they are. They're number 24.
24?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sold on Louisville making it. We'll see how it goes. Clemson and UNC will be a big game for them, but that's 2 of their last 3, I think. So,
Yates, what do you think of SMU? They got a chance to, if Louisville drops out, to be that 8th team from the ACC?
They have more work to do. I mean, I like what they can do. They're a really fun and exciting team. So sometimes I know the committee takes those things into account too. But I don't see where they would jump over somebody like California at the moment. California has just about the same record, but they're the same in conference. So why not? Why not them? I think we're looking at about 6 right now that I can definitely see for the ACC for sure. And then obviously you throw Louisville on there at the moment because of being ranked. I don't know where SMU, they're going to have to find some wins.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. They're going to have to find wins.
Trying to pull up SMU's net rankings right now. And of course, just
it is possible with what SMU's schedule is. They're at Pitt and they have Notre Dame, so we know that's a win already. Isn't that right, Casey? All right. Then they're going to Syracuse and then they play Louisville. So, I mean,
yeah, so they've got Syracuse, Louisville, and California are all quad ones.
Yeah, Pitt. They got those 3, but the rest of them, I mean,
you got
very winnable games. So, I mean, if they go and they lose less than 3 of those, I think they could stand to lose 2, but I think you lose a third, I think you're done.
Yeah.
So
they got their last 3 games of the year are quad 2 with Stanford. If they get hot, they could be a quad 1 by the time they play. But by the time they play them, so that's kind of right there. Yeah, they're 3-6 in quad 1 play with wins over A&M, North Carolina, and Wake Forest. They had the 14-point loss to Louisville. 3-1 in quad 2, and then undefeated in 3-4. So they're right there. They're currently sitting at 34 in the net. Not bad. All right. Let's move on to the Big 12. Let's go with Dominic. We've pretty much guessed that Arizona, Houston, and Kansas and Iowa State are going to be locks. Who's got work left to do? Who's the one that's flirting with disaster?
Oh, Oh, man. Well, I mean, you got West Virginia there, who's almost always, kind of that tournament team on the cusp. This year is the question mark. I mean, they're 14-8, which looks pretty good. They're 13-1 at home, but they struggle on the road and they struggle against really good competition because they're just 1-3 against top 25 teams. So I would say, they're also sitting 5-4 in conference. So you're really going to have to go on some type of run, whether it be towards the end of the season here or very much so in your conference tournament if you're kind of on the cusp there. You've also got UCF, who's kind of up there, but not garnering a ton of respect. They're 17-4, but they are one of the teams towards the top of this conference that's not nationally ranked right now. And they just play tonight. They were playing Houston and went down 79-55. So there's a reason why, maybe they're not garnering quite as much respect and could drop down a little bit here. So, I mean, I guess it was between West Virginia and UCF for me. If someone really wants to show getting that 6th or 7th team strongly in there for the Big 12, I mean, you got Oklahoma State there on the cusp too. I think everyone besides that on down would have to go on quite a run to make any kind of noise. But
probably have to be a bid thief in the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think could happen more likely in the ACC than it could in the Big 12. I think those top-heavy teams in the Big 12 will stay pretty good and solid throughout the end of the season with what we've seen thus far, where it's the ACC, and we've seen it, right? We saw with NC State not long ago. You can go on a run and get to some spots that people never thought you were going to make it to. So it's more likely in the ACC tournament than I think I'd see in the Big 12.
What do you think, Nick?
My question is with that big win from UCF over Texas Tech, is that going to help them punch a ticket? And so, if that's the case, I mean, they went into Houston and got, boat race, but I mean, that's Houston, right? So, I think that, they would be in contention of this. So, so somebody might be bounced because of that. And they're not getting any love. They're not ranked at all. And they have they're 17-4. Overall,
Their only 4 losses
3.
was Vanderbilt. 5 with tonight. Vanderbilt, Oklahoma State, Arizona, and Iowa State. The bad thing is their losses are bad losses. Like blowout, Iowa State was a 30-point loss, and then their boat race tonight. So, but they're 4-4 in quad one and undefeated everywhere else.
Yeah. So I mean, I would just looking at right now the way they have it, I'd have it capped at BYU and then up, from there Texas Tech, UCF, Iowa State, Kansas, Houston, and Arizona. Just how it is now. I mean, of course, it'll probably change, but you got to think that headline that they got against Texas Tech might be enough at the end if they're right there in the bubble that gets them in.
Well, don't overlook they also have a win against Kansas.
Yeah.
So you've got two really big wins right there. Like the signature win for West Virginia is also against Kansas. But if you go Kansas comparison, then you would throw in your Texas Tech comparison too. UCF does look like the better team to let in right there.
Yeah. Go talk Big Ten for a minute. Is USC going to be able to backdoor their way into this thing? I know a lot of people kind of had them writ off for a little bit anyway. But 6-6 in the Big Ten, 17-6 overall. Can they sneak their way into this one?
There's one thing USC's good at, it's backdoor.
Yeah, those cuts are always there. I know what you meant.
Yep. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see it. Like they're just with their schedule. Like I mean, Washington was a close loss, but the Michigan game wasn't really close. Michigan State I mean, Michigan State just lost to Minnesota.
Yes, they did.
I mean, and with their remaining schedule, I don't see it. Like Penn State, Ohio State doesn't really give you any chance to, get a quality win. Now Illinois and Nebraska, but let's be real, they're not going to go on a run there at the end of the schedule. Like they might be a bubble team. I just don't see them making it.
Yeah, to Casey's point, that 0-4 right now against top 25 teams as is. So, like Casey said, I don't know if you've seen enough in the past to say that they're going to do something miraculous at the end.
Yeah, if you had to choose, let's see, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So if you had to choose a team to make this more than an 8-bid conference, is it Ohio State, Wisconsin, USC, or Washington? Don't all talk at once.
I mean, if we're talking just those in particular, I think you definitely have to say Wisconsin. Just based on the body of work that they put together, I do think USC could sneak in if they get that signature win over either Nebraska or Illinois. It's going to require that, and then none of the bad losses. Like, they can't mess around and lose to one of the worst teams that they have left on their schedule in Penn State. But if they take care of that, I think they could sneak in at maybe that play-in game. They might be that other 11.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if we're talking about the conference as a whole, let's go Wisconsin. I think would be that 8th team for sure.
Anybody else have anything different?
What about UCLA?
Ookla. I think I have them in.
Okay, is that why you didn't include them? That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
So if you thought they were
they'd be
in,
they'd be the last team in at 8. This is it. Who would be a 9th team?
Gotcha.
I mean, Wisconsin's 8-3 in their conference right now. I mean, they're above UCLA in the conference standings.
By half a game.
Still ahead of them.
I mean, both UCLA and Wisconsin are 1-3 against,
competition. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's really nobody else in the Big Ten that even has a good, record against elite competition except like Minnesota, which is 2-3, and they're on a 7-game skid. Was on a 7-game skid.
Did they win tonight?
But yeah, they spanked Michigan State.
Yeah, spanked them by 3 points.
Now.
Wait, did they make a run at the end of the game?
Yeah,
They must have,
76-73 final.
Oh, geez. When I looked at it, it was like a 14-point game.
She really put a hurting on them.
Yeah, there's no lead
Tom,
safe.
Tom Izzo teams, man. Like,
Oh yeah, well, it's almost Izzo month.
Yeah.
Don't ever count out Michigan State in March.
Could have made some money on betting on the Gophers on that one. I'll tell you what, Michigan State was a pretty heavy favorite.
oh yeah.
How do I know that? Don't ask.
It's a betting, we know.
Oh man, yeah. That no lead safe in college basketball, even with their 6 seconds left, and you go on a 7-0 run on Pac-12 after dark. So that was
Might depend on the committee and which way they're going to this year. Because
Yeah.
if you're looking at those 6th, 7th, 8th teams in the Big Ten, all of them are terrible against top 25s or quad 1s. But USC is 6-2 against quad 2. So they might have to default to, okay, what's the next best thing?
Yeah,
good point.
And they
One of
have
those-
Nebraska still.
Are one of those quad 2 wins against BSU?
It would be right now. Yeah, that's right.
by 3 points.
Close
Over in
game.
Maui.
Yeah.
Yep. Good game. All right. Let's go to the SEC. And
Glad you got it right. That's what the E is. It's the
All
Southern
right.
ESPN Conference.
so Florida, they're probably playing just about as good as basketball as anybody in the country right now. But they still have a little bit of work left to do. I think they're a lock as long as they don't fall off between now and tournament time. Kentucky, probably the biggest surprise after how they started the season ended last season and everything. So probably the biggest surprise in the SEC right now. Who, though, needs more work in order to be even remotely considered? You've got Auburn
Texas.
at 5 fair point. Missouri and Auburn at 5-4, Texas at 5-5. and then Alabama at 4-4. And I think anybody below Alabama, if they get in, then the bias is real.
Yeah, I think for sure. I mean, I could also see sneaking of Georgia in there just because of their overall record. I get that they're sitting 4-5 in conference, but we know with the SEC, just based on football, it's such a tough conference. You're beating each other up all the time. I'm kidding. Right?
Just means more.
I could see them letting somebody like a Georgia in, but I'm not sure the rest of the way. I think Bama still has a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
which is weird to say from the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, Bama's even that far down in the conference, they're still 22 in net, so still a tough team. But if you can't win the tough games now, how are you going to win them in the tournament?
Yep.
So.
Lenardi has Georgia as his last 4 buys right now, and they've lost 3 in a row to Yates's point. They're struggling. So
told you.
Yep. 12th place in the net right now in the SEC is number 69. So if they go that deep with the SEC, we all know. We all know.
Did you just say 69 and deep in the same sentence, or
Dom's drinking. That's not a typical Dom comment. Wow. Casey, nothing. I totally expected Casey when that sentence left my mouth.
It's the bourbon.
I had my backdoor action on USC. I figured I'd keep this one quiet.
We've got 2 wins. Yates, now would be the time for your disclaimer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Bourbon and Beer and Basketball, all of these opinions are theirs and theirs alone. They do not represent our core values here.
Treat this like the Epstein files. Hide your children.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Need to get that on a loop that I can just hit the button every time it starts getting wild.
there you go.
All right. Well, we've got something coming up after the break here that's going to be different. We'll talk about it after the break, but basically we're going to draft who we're going to cover for the remainder of the season in the mid-majors instead of trying to cover everybody all at once. So stick around for that. And before I get going, I'm going to say, nope, I'm going to say that for after the break. So y'all take it easy. If you're over on TikTok, use this time to head on over to YouTube. Bronco Nation updates, search it, subscribe, leave your comments over there. We'll put the appropriate ones live on air for the whole world to see, and give us your hot takes. Who do you think's gonna be on the bubble? Who's not gonna make it into the tournament? Who is, and who's a lock? So yeah, we will be right back after this break. Don't go anywhere. Have a good time. missing one. Uh-oh, hold on.
Where'd you go, Sam?
I'm here. Look at me. There we go. Come on down. Come down. There we go. Come on. There you go. Gotta love AI equipment, right?
Hey,
All right.
speaking of equipment, bring out that big beer you got.
Oh, you mean this growler?
Yeah. So I told you I had a koozie. Okay.
Oh,
This is the regular sized koozie. This is a
Nice.
growler koozie. So it says I only drink fresh beer. It was from Appalachian Brewing Company. And apparently, if you want to get a growler koozie, go to US Growler Koozies. So yeah, this is a real thing. So I remembered to grab that during the break for you guys.
I think US Growler Koozie just became a sponsor. Make
There
it
you
happen, Captain.
We'll be reaching
All
out.
right. Does anyone want to shout out in new beer or anything they're starting the second half?
I'll just do I refilled a little Cook's Mill, Catawba County, as we like to jokingly say here, down here in the South. It's an Indian name, so that's where that comes from. But
That's over at the Appalachians.
it's just into the Piedmont, off of the mountain. Yep.
The Appalachians. Yeah, it's not a new shout out, but let's go with the old whiskey here from the old Milliman Green there, out in Blanco, little bourbon distillery.
Nice. And I'm
I
going
want
to
to see
get
Casey's label.
Yep.
Which one? The
Play like a champion.
this fucking camera fool. Excuse my language.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I do.
Here we go again. And then there's the Lou Holtz. Not that you can read it because it's mirrored, but
Big Lou Holtz guy.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I will say that bottle is sweet. That's why I wanted to see it again. I knew it was like a good, classy look with the colors. I love Notre Dame's colors as much as I don't really care for Notre Dame. I love the gold and the blue and everything. So, yeah. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt, Sam. I just wanted to see that bottle one more time.
Yep. You can actually go into your settings and unmirror yourself, just in case you're wondering.
I guess I'll do that.
I'm going some blood orange. I had it last week. We're gonna go again with it this week. Three Nations. Yates and I, we went out there last weekend or last whenever it was, Wednesday.
Hey, when are we going to get you guys to do a show live from there? Have them set you up. I think that is what we need.
I would need they might have the PA system to do that. Maybe.
Sweet. Or if they even have like a separate spot where you can kind of be there, but not in the middle.
Yeah, what's cool about it, they have a little room inside of the brewery where a lot of people can sit out, and then they have the outdoor patio, which is generally where everybody hangs out.
Yeah.
So there's possibilities there.
All right.
I like it.
Well, we're going to do something a little bit different on this episode. Instead of covering 9 non-Power 4 conference schools, or conferences, I should say, we are going to hold a conference draft. Before the show, I had Dominic put all of our names into ChatGPT, and it gave us a randomly selected draft order. We will have 4 rounds for the draft. Each member will make a pick and give a brief overview of why they picked that conference, how many teams are in the hunt to earn a bid to the dance, who they think will win the regular season championship, the conference tournament championship, as well as any other teams that has a shot to make it as an at-large bid or a bid thief. Excuse me. 3 Nations. Anyway, each correct guess will earn that member a point. Each NCAA tournament will earn additional points. And the winner will get something to be determined. We'll figure it out as time goes on. And before the show, we made a rule that inside of the tournament, seeds 13 through 16, if they get an upset win, it doubles the point total. So an at-large bid, let's go regular season conference championship will get you 1 point. Conference tournament champion will get you 1 point. An at-large bid will get you 1 point. A play-in game, if you win your play-in game, it gets you a point. You win the first round 2 points, second round 2 points, the Sweet 16 3, the Elite 8 4, the Final Four 5, and National Champion 6. I think San Diego State was probably the closest non-P4 school to win the national championship in quite some time. So it doesn't happen very often, but I put the points out there anyway in case it happens now. So, but this is non-P4 schools, so this is going to be everybody except the SEC, the ACC, the Big 10, and the Big 12. So there's going to be 3 conferences left out. There's 6 of us, and there's 21 conferences, I believe. No, 27. There's 27 conferences that aren't Power 4 conferences. So 3 of them are going to be left out. We're going to do a supplemental draft at the end for the guys that have picked one that doesn't have a multi-bid conference on their slate. They're going to be able to pick those 3. Makes it a little bit fairer because there are a few like the Big East and the West Coast Conference that'll have that. Why are we doing a draft? It's not just
because we can.
we're competitive. Dudes, come on now. Everything's a competition, even if it's not. Fun story. We have a safety deal that we have to turn in at least once a month, and I'm in constant competition apparently with only myself, and my boss keeps telling me that I'm the only one in the competition, but we all know that's not true. Every dude knows that's not true. No matter how much they want to say otherwise. Anyway, after this episode, each member will be responsible for covering the conference they drafted each week during the second half, which is what we're in now. We will discuss big games, top storylines, and any significant developments inside the drafted conferences. Our hope is that this will be a unique way to get as much information to you, the viewer or the listener, whenever we turn this into podcast material as well. And it gives you all that information leading up to the dance. And as we get closer to the dance, the teams we cover in those conferences get narrower and narrower, and you get more and more information. And hopefully we become your trusted source for picking your brackets. You win millions of dollars and come back and say, I took their advice. I won millions. You guys should go listen to them.
And let me hold $1 when you
And
bid.
sponsor the show.
Donate.
Yeah.
Right. All right, Dom, tell us what that draft order is.
All right. First up, we've got Nick right front and center. So he's got the first pick. You want me to go through the whole order or just go and give Nick the
go
first
whole
pick
order,
to
and then
start?
we'll come back. Go whole order, and we'll come back and get the pick.
So Nick's number 1 in the 2 slot. We have Josh in the 3 slot, the host of this show, Sam. I am number 4. I didn't put myself there. Trust me, I would have put myself higher. Number 5, we've got Casey. And number 6, bringing up the rear. Unfortunate for him, Jonathan.
Boo!
So basically, he's guaranteed a supplemental bid.
Hey, he
I'm
has
just-
the first back-to-back pick. He has the first
Right,
back-to-back
yep.
pick because we're snaking through this thing.
Yes, this is a snake
I'm
draft.
just really good here.
All right. Well, Nick, why don't you get us started? Let us know what your first pick is, why you picked it, and a brief overview of the conference and how many teams you think are going to make it.
Well, actually, I love this concept here because this, this is perfect for, people like me who, a little bit about basketball, but you always want to learn a little bit more. And this is a way that fans can learn about the sub, right? The lesser known. And so I really love this. And then bringing in that point value into the brackets, we're going to have fun with this, man. This is going to be fun. When we bring these brackets to, to our different places. I mean, sure, they're not going to get our point system, but they'll be able to follow, the second half of the season, and then it'll help them fill out their brackets and then win our prizes somewhere, But that being said, I won't be in the supplemental draft. That's for sure. And I was praying for the number 1 spot or number 2, 3. But I'm going to go with the Big East. As we started this show here, I said that I love the Big East and, that football, that basketball, that old basketball that they've always had. And I think that they do have a great, they still have a great conference. You only have 2 that are ranked right now, but I think that it is top to bottom pretty much it's a tough conference, and they're beating up on each other, and I think that UConn, it's theirs to lose. I think that they'll win the regular season conference title. I'm thinking that they may have maybe a 4 to 5 bid in this. I mean, and right now I'm looking at UConn, St. John's, Villanova, Creighton, and then anything can happen in the conference tournament. So I'm here for it. I'm glad I got the first pick, and I'm gonna love. I'm gloating now. Sorry, guys, but hey, I'm your DD. I'm allowed to just rip you guys. So
Just keep
I'm
rubbing
glad
it
I got
in here.
that first pick, and Yates is down there at 6. So, but you do get that back-to-back pick at the end. So, Big East, man, let's go.
All right.
Nice.
And Josh.
Nick, I want to say you broke my heart with your pick, but I don't know. As an ACC Carolina guy, I can never root for another big conference. So I just wasn't going to do it anyway. Honestly, I was thinking in my head number 2, and it came to fruition. So maybe I should have been thinking number 1, but I've run my own little, I ran a fantasy sports league for a year called Bachelor Sports League. And it went on, we're coming up on year number 28, I think.
Wow.
And in 8th grade, I started a bachelor sports bracket challenge, and there was like 8 of us. And every year for the last 27 years, Gonzaga has burned me. And so I have gone back and forth on this. Am I going West Coast? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to venture out from my Gonzaga pick. Call me a homer. I'm going Mountain West, baby.
Ooh.
Mountain West Conference. I am going to flip it a little bit, though. I think San Diego State is going to take the conference regular season, but I'm going to pick Utah State as the tourney champ.
Ooh.
But I do think they'll get 3. I don't know who that third team is going to be yet, but don't sleep. Don't sleep. I think there's some stuff cooking here.
Nice.
That surprises me. I thought you'd go with one of those other 2.
Yeah.
With the point structure, I want more teams in. And looking at St. Mary's, they're slipping. They're actually kind of on the cusp. And I think Santa Clara is coming up a little bit. They're actually ahead of them in some of the analytics. So I'm not convinced that they're going to get 2 teams this year.
Well, threw my whole thought process out. I thought for sure that Mountain West was going to be on the board at 3. I thought, oh yeah, that's great. That's good. I'm just going to take
Gonzaga's waiting for you, Sam.
I know. This could be the year.
Again, I go back to my 27-year speech.
I think I'm just
I
going
will
to
say that my other love, the Tar Heels, ruined it for him one year, and that was a happy year. But listen, as Boise State people, I'm kind of in this let's get a Gonzaga in and go all the way. But if we're playing a competition, now I'm going for points here.
Yeah. Well, now I'm just going to take the Big 12 and say, my show, my rules. I'm kidding. I'm going West Coast Conference. Gonzaga, St. Mary's, yeah, they might be slipping, but, they're still a pretty decent team. So Santa Clara moving up. They're half a game in front of St. Mary's, and even San Francisco. You can't really rule them out yet. Uh, is this a 4-bid conference? Probably not. Uh, Probably it's going to be a 2-bid between Santa Clara or St. Mary's and Gonzaga. You get a bid thief between either Santa Clara or St. Mary's beating Gonzaga in the tournament, or even a San Francisco beating Gonzaga in the tournament. You could see 3 or 4 teams in there, but I'm going to go West Coast Conference and hope that this is the year of the Zag.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I am up next. I'm not going to waste any time because this one was rather easy with who's left so far. I'll take the A10. St. Louis, the best team right there right now. George Mason right behind them, though. You got a team that's 22-1 in St. Louis, but a team that's 20-2 in George Mason. I think you're going to see both of those teams get in. And then you've got VCU looking pretty good right now, 17-6. The one thing that's weird is that these teams, all 3 of them, and really the whole conference as a whole, haven't played a whole lot of those top-tier teams, and they haven't had a single victory over anybody in the top 25. From top to bottom of the conference, not a single one. So as good as those records look, it'll be interesting to see how they match up and see if St. Louis can stay perfect in conference play here, or if somebody could go on a little bit of a run and surprise in the tournament. I mean, they've had got those types of teams, St. Joe's, Dayton. I don't really think that's like a Davidson year, but they've played well before. So maybe an outside shot from somebody like them, but I don't know if anybody further down than that is really going to challenge for anything, but I'll still take the A10.
All right. And Casey.
You're killing me, Dom. Killing me. I thought for sure you were going Sunbelt on that one.
I know. I thought about it.
Sunbelt, be a homer.
There's only enough room for one homer.
Yeah.
Sam, you took West Coast, right?
Yes.
All right. I will take the MAC.
Ooh.
Nice. Good choice.
Okay.
Just because of the undefeated. It's going to get bounced in the play-in.
Did he spell out how many A's were in that MAC? Just checking that we
Yeah.
got the
You're not
That was
taking
2
the
A's,
MAC,
right?
You're not taking the MAC?
Nope.
MAC.
MAC, baby.
Oh.
You want to tell us a little bit about it?
I'm honestly, Miami's there, but I'm sitting there. I'm looking at like Akron and Kent State with potential.
Yep.
If they can
For sure.
keep it going. Like Akron's on a 9-game streak. Kent State, I mean, if they can make a run, that Mac can probably get 3 teams in. I don't see more than that, but I'll take 3 over. I don't see anybody else left on the board that even has a chance at 3.
Okay. Don't hate it. So I got the next 2, huh? How about
Yep.
that? Well, I've been giving it just a whole lot of thought since everybody's made the big picks, obviously, made some splashes come in, and I got to be strategic. And so the first one I'm taking is the American Athletic Conference. I think you're looking at, for sure, a team like Tulsa. They look pretty good right now. Let them get in there. South Florida, a little bowl action. They're doing pretty good. But overall, it's a pretty competitive conference. And there's some teams that historically have been pretty good. When you look at Memphis and you look at Wichita State, you look at Temple, they have a history of being really good. And any one of those teams, and now we got Charlotte, the old 49ers, any of those teams can really sneak in and win the conference and steal the bid there. If they do that, I think, you might get two teams in, maybe 3, doubt 3, but you can get 2 in from the American. So let me get the American. Then the next pick, this one's a tough one. Trying to decide on that one. There's between two that I'm thinking. There's two for sure. It's got not on the clock, right? So it's good. We decided no clock. But I think give me an old reliable for the NCAA tournament of the mid-majors and give me the Missouri Valley Conference. Why that one? Well, Belmont. Belmont is really good right now. They're on an 8-game winning streak. Game before last, they beat up on Murray State, who a lot of us said might win this conference. They beat them up pretty good. But I also think Missouri State and Bradley cannot be counted out. And they've all been known to make a little noise. You know, they may not have got the big signature wins, but they've scared a lot of teams when they've got to the court with them. So let me get Missouri Valley.
All right. Back to you, Casey.
All right. I'm going to make it quick and go with the Big South. Winthrop's actually been looking pretty impressive here of late. I've been following them. And with High Point also being 21-4, got a chance for 2 more there, hoping.
Right. Let's go with Dom. I bet I know what you're picking.
Yeah, I'm going to surprise you. Look, I am a Sunbelt homer, but that also gives me the knowledge base. I know that this is not one of your better basketball conferences. So I am going to take the Colonial Athletic Association because I love the fact that UNCW and Charleston continue to battle towards the top. You've got an Elon team that could go on a run here. You've got a team in Drexel who's in that Philadelphia area that could do something. I don't know if I trust them so far, but you've got at least 2 or 3 teams I can trust that if they get in, could do some damage. So I'm going to go with the Colonial for that aspect alone.
Coastal? You mean Coastal, right? Yeah. Coastal Athletic.
Oh, sorry. The Colonial is the old name. Yes, they changed to the Coastal. You're right. There's still the CAA, but it's no longer the Colonial. Apparently that's frowned upon. So
yeah, we don't say that.
How dare you be American?
Yeah, how dare we? How dare we?
Statues.
All right. Man, oh man. There's now we get into the okay. Now who do I pick?
Yeah,
because
a lot of options.
Yeah, the meat and potatoes. Options. The meat and potatoes are off the board. Now you have to get the rice and beans.
Hey, rice and beans is some good stuff.
I mean, that's a meal.
Yep.
You know, nope. I want to. I don't.
Hold on. I need a hoodie. Do it.
I got a couple of them that are right there that I want to pull the trigger on, but they might be there later on, but then they might not. And I think I'm just making a run through these conferences real quick before I pull the trigger. And I am going to go. I'm gonna take
I heard him say MEAC. I'll go ahead and write it down, guys. Don't worry.
I'm torn between 2 of them, and one of them has a couple good teams, but they're terrible in net and everything, and they're not going to get both of them in. But one of them could go, one of them couldn't. But I'm gonna go back up here, and I'm going to go with where'd it go? I'm gonna go ASUN. With Austin P and Lipscomb both having great years. Lipscomb being there before, they know how to do it. They know how to get it. So I can go ASUN just for the experience of being there and having done it before. You're up, Josh.
Oh yeah, we're digging here, but I think I remember this. I don't know how many years ago. They were a 12 seed and they made a nice little run and became a darling of the tournament. Stephen F. Austin. They're sitting pretty good in the Southland Conference, so I'm going to go with Southland for my next pick.
Yeah, that one was the one that I was trying to bounce through. I wanted to.
Yes, McNeese is actually looking pretty good too. So,
yep. That was one of three. There's another one. I ain't gonna say it because I don't want Nick to Skype it from me.
I'm
Nick, what you got?
I'm going to take it. Great pick, Josh. That was high up on my list. So that leaves me with the best conference on my list that's available, and I'm going to go with the Summit League. And you got North Dakota State, the Tommies right up there. They got really good home records and conference records. It's probably a one bid team, maybe, I don't know. It's a one bid team, probably a one bid league. But that's why I took the Big East. So I could have, be heavy up front with them, and I'm going with the Summit League, and it's going to be between those top three teams: North Dakota State Bison, the Tommies, and the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota.
All right, you get another one. Gotta love the snake.
Oh, all right, and then I'll go WAC. That's the next one on my list here. And I chose them because they're more regional to me and probably just easier on the homework part of it. So just being brutally honest there, I'm taking them. And this is going to be, we talked about this last week. This probably will be between, the Utah Valley Wolverines and California Baptists. I think last week I was really favoring Cali Baptist. I just really like what they're doing with their record at home and away. They got a better away, and they're on a 6-game win streak right now. So I think that California Baptist Lancers are going to probably get that bid.
All right, Josh, back to you.
I'm torn now because now we're into this one big thing, but there's some teams that you always see around the tournament now and then that you go, maybe they get a play-in game and can score you a point by winning that 16 versus 16 play-in game. But I have watched Portland State a couple times this year, and they've got an insanely good defense. So I'm going to go out on a limb and go Big Sky right now. Throw back to the old BSU days.
All right. I'm going to go. Oh, man, dang it! Which one? Let's go Horizon. I'm going Horizon. Wright State, Oakland, two really good teams that have potential to make a run, or at least get that one win for me. They catch some people sleeping. I think. I hope. That's my thought process in picking these guys anyway. So now I just gotta wait out 6 more picks to get my 4th one, and I will have almost everybody that I wanted. So nobody picked the other conference that I'm thinking of right now in my head.
I'll try my best.
All right, Dom. What heartbreaker are you gonna pull from my list?
This is tougher than I thought it was going to be at this point. I thought, like, as we get closer to the bottom, I was going to have those in an order that I thought would be easier at this point. It's tough because I have a conference that I feel like traditionally has had more success as some first round wins. But then you've got the Sun Belt, and again, as a little bit of a homer, now is the time where it's like, yeah, maybe I take a chance on them.
You better pull the trigger.
I know. Because if I don't, they're going to be gone by the time we come back around. You know what? App State's on a 5-game win streak. I still like Troy to ultimately come out of the conference, but I'll be the homer now. I'll take the Sun Belt.
Nice. I think everybody here collectively thought, you know what? Let's give it to them.
I wasn't covering it here.
All right, Casey, what you got?
Nobody's taking Conference USA, right?
Yes.
Nope.
Yes,
All right.
I'm going to.
Yeah,
no.
well, taking Conference USA. Well, I'm sitting here with my my lovely iPhone, and my notes just crashed. So all the stuff I've been typing into it, now I'm
See,
starting over.
now I have to think again, Casey. Thanks.
You're welcome. Use that
God.
brain. So yeah, I'm going to take Conference USA. I mean, Liberty's looking like pretty much the guaranteed lock out of that conference, and maybe they get lucky with Sam Houston since they're on a 6-game streak.
Yeah. I got the
Speaking
next
of
two,
thinking,
yes.
Gabe,
This
the
is
Ivy's
great.
out there. The Ivy's out there.
MEAC? NEC?
Maybe. Nobody's taking the Ivy League, right?
Nope.
No.
Good. They're going to stay there. Anybody taking the Big West yet?
Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't realize it, but we have Pat McAfee in the house.
Yeah, let me go ahead and take the Big West, unless somebody took it and I didn't hear it.
Nope, you got it.
Okay. Just because we do got a couple of teams there in Hawaii that I think could be a team that makes the tournament, maybe. But also UC Irvine, the old Anteaters, just because of their name, and then the Gauchos.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only reason I want this conference is because of the team names. I'm going to be honest with you. We got
Then
the
you should've left.
Anteaters, the Gauchos, the Warriors, the Matadors, the Titans, the Tritons, the Beach. How about that one? It's
Yeah.
the only reason I want this conference. It has nothing to do with basketball. It's their teams. All right, Big West it is. And for my next one, I'm going to take the Ivy League. I am going to take them because I know they're getting Yale. But that Yale-Harvard game is always so electric. It just makes everybody lock in. But I think Yale's going to take that, but it is going to come down to Harvard and Yale.
All right. All right, Casey.
Decisions.
Don't pick that one.
Once we get down to here, it's like, oh crap! Like sitting here trying to cross stuff off. It's like, all right, I'll go join Dominic on the patriotic side, and I'll take the Patriot League, and let's pull for Navy.
Nice.
You suck.
I think I found Sam's other one.
I got a backup. I got to back up to my backup.
I don't think your wife would be happy to hear that.
Hey, another shout out to my beautiful wife. 10 years with me. 10 years, and I've only had to sleep on the couch once.
Hey.
I'm kidding. I never had to sleep on the couch. There was that one night after Taco Bell.
It's always
We've
Taco
all
Bell.
been there.
Back to basketball. Dom.
Oh, it is my turn. Oh, man. Well, this is easy because this was the toss-up that I was going back and forth with. I didn't think they'd still be here, but I'll take the SoCon, the Southern Conference.
Ooh. I forgot about them. Not going to lie.
They were my next one.
Yeah, I guess just to talk about them real quick, ETSU, always a historically good basketball team, not necessarily in the tournament, but just within their own conference. But you've also got Wofford and Furman who've been there in recent years. You've got a Mercer team who's 11-0 at home, 15-8 overall. This tournament is always fun and exciting, held in Asheville, North Carolina. I think one of these teams, if they're hot at the right time there, which winning the conference tournament would get you, is a chance. So I'll take the SoCon.
Sweet. That means that I'm going the MAC.
I'm glad you were descriptive there.
I'm going, Merrimack's there, top of the conference, 10-2, 14-9 overall. But you also have Siena, St. Peter's, Marist, and Quinnipiac. Marist, who they were right there till the end of the year, or end of the year last season. So um, they might make a push towards the end to make up for last season. If not, that's fine. You still have Quinnipiac, St. Peter's coming on strong here late in the season. Siena has been pretty consistent all year. And of course, Merrimack has just been running through this conference for the most part. So there's a few pretty good teams in this conference that, if they make the tournament, can get that upset if they don't get that 16v1 or 15v2 seed.
Makes sense.
All right, Josh.
I think I will finish up here with the Ohio Valley Conference, unless I missed something. UT Martin, and they have a special place in my heart this year because no diss to the UNLV fans, but they took care of business the first game of the season against our beloved rival UNLV. So let's go Ohio Valley.
You don't hold a grudge at all.
Especially not against UNLV. So.
All right, Nick, what's your final pick?
What's left, man? I
You've got
have at the top of my board.
Go
Go ahead.
I got it lifted off. You got the SWAC, Northeastern, American East, and the MEAC.
Okay. Top of mine is Northeast, so I'll take them. And let's take a gander at see. You got the Long Island Sharks, the Stonehill Skyhawks, and then a bunch of other teams, Lemoyne, Mercyhurst, all kind of right below them. But I think this is for Long Island. They're the only ones with the winning record, 8-1 in conference. So I think they're locked to take that and make it to the tourney.
All right. Well, fellas, how you feeling about your first 4 rounds? Good, bad, indifferent?
Not bad.
Yeah. Pretty happy
Solid.
with it.
Looking for some upsets.
Yeah. All right, Dom, why don't you throw you, Casey, and Yates into your randomizer there? We got 3 conferences, the SWAC, the American East, and the MEAC. These are supplemental picks because Dom, Casey, and Yates probably have the best chance of not getting a 2-bid conference. Dom probably has the best chance out of everybody with their A10 pick, but that's still not a guaranteed. So and it's not even guaranteed that the West Coast Conference is getting 2, but I'm hoping above hope. But so let's see how this supplemental draft order is going to work out for the final 3 teams.
It's me, Casey, Jonathan. Is that right?
Yep.
Just to make sure. I'm going to put Jonathan's name first so he can't say
We'll see what happens, Chat GPT.
we didn't try.
I'm last again. It's definitely that.
Just because you're an Arkansas fan.
Oh, you're not going to like this. The guy that ran it got number 1.
I
So
will
last
write
again.
myself in.
Basically,
We're
if-
good.
it's basically the exact same order. So,
Yeah.
It's rigged.
all right, Dom.
man.
Who are you taking and why isn't it the MEAC?
Yeah. This one is not hard with who's left for me. I'm taking the America East with UMBC and Vermont being your clear leaders in that conference. We've seen Vermont do some damage in the first round in years past, and UMBC as well. So yeah, that's a pretty easy pick for the ones that are left. I feel bad for Jonathan and Casey with having to choose between the SWAC and the MEAC. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you feel bad for me having to take the MEAC. He's not taking the MEAC.
Surprise the hell out of him, Casey, right now. Let's go.
Have an
He, ma-
hilarious thing.
he makes me want to.
I think
I
he's
just
using
can't.
reverse psychology, man.
Oh man.
I mean, you get a playing game.
So it's what the SWAC and
Yeah.
Miak.
Yep.
Oh man, this is like trying to pick like the two ugliest girls at that bar at the end of the night.
They both put out though, so it doesn't matter.
How'd that go for you, man?
But does it really count though? You know what I mean? 'Cause
Only
let's
if
be
you don't
honest,
tell
no one's.
anybody.
I was just
You
gonna say,
just
you're not
don't
gonna
tell anybody.
Can we get another
Not gonna tell
disclaimer,
anybody.
please? Yates, you want to throw that out again?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my views are mine and mine alone.
After 9 o'clock, we have no control over what comes out of our mouth.
Beer, bourbon, beer, basketball after dark. Is that where we're at?
Right?
That's exactly where
See, I'm sitting here drawing a blank. Like the Miak is the Metro Atlantic, right?
Mid-Eastern,
Yeah.
but sure.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Well, according to ESPN, it's the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna take
that-
Miak.
that's the
Wait,
Mac.
That's the
That's
Mac.
That's the
Mac.
Mac.
That's Mac. There we go.
By the way, I'm cracking
Mid-Eastern.
over this growler, Three Nations. It's full of autumn spice. Tastes like apple cider. It's amazing. Go grab some before you can't. So, but I am sorry, Casey. I'm going to.
Have at it.
I am pouring it. My wife and I went to a wine event, and I'm pouring a beer into a wine glass. But it does says Ash and Sam 2025, so you can't really see that. Sorry, TikTok. There you go.
Fancy.
But yeah.
Nice.
So we're gonna pour some autumn spice into this one here.
She will remember that in a couple hours, Sam, that you did this for her on live show. What a man.
She's probably not even.
What a guy. What a
But
guy.
if he is,
you're racking up
Best a man can
points,
get,
man.
Sam Gillette.
I got her a Kindle Paperwhite for her birthday, and I guarantee you, she is being tickled by some other dude right now.
Well,
You guys heard that? Have you guys heard that song about the my wife has book boyfriends?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think I've probably sent it to you, Casey, a couple times. So
You know what's
no.
you know what,
My
the
wife
outside
loves reading.
TikTok is on that? Like TikTok when like you don't open messages for a while, like they stop showing.
Really?
Yeah. Like if I send you a video now, since I haven't like been on TikTok like a ton, it'll like say like you seen, and then I'll have like 30 messages from you.
Yeah. I send you a lot, and you never reply. So
I never see a notification because apparently I guess once like you get to so many, it's just like yeah, they're not paying attention. Don't even send them a notification.
makes sense.
But I'll do Yates a favor here. I'll take the Miak just because it's in my neck of the woods there with Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks and the Delaware State Hornets.
It worked.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah.
I was like, he's got an Arkansas team down there. I'll let him have it.
I've never been more interested in how the Miak and the SWAC do in the NCAA tournament.
Let's go, baby. Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman. We're coming for it all. Even though we're 11-11.
they
You
should
got
get some
50
bonus
odds.
points.
Yeah, that inter squad scrimmage was electric, though. So give me.
Wow.
It's only fair. Yates keeps us legal and out of lawyers' hands. So
Here I am. All right, so I guess I'm taking the SWAC. Let's go.
All right. So quick recap. Nick, Big East with the number 1 overall pick. Excuse me. Followed up by the Summit, the WAC, and the Northeast Conference. Josh with the number 2 overall pick with the Mountain West Conference. Surprisingly, the Southland, the Big Sky, and the Ohio Valley. Yours truly with the number 3 overall pick took the West Coast Conference, the A-Sun, Verizon, and the MAC. Not confused with the MAC. Dom with the number 4 overall pick took the Atlantic 10, Coastal Athletic, or Colonial Athletic, Sunbelt, the SoCon.
How dare you?
We don't say that.
The SoCon, and with his supplemental pick took the AEC, and then Casey with the 5th overall pick took the MAC, the Big South, the Conference USA, the Patriot League, and with his supplemental pick, the MEAC, and then Yates with his 6th overall pick took the American Athletic, and then followed it up with the.
You have a ghost out there?
The Missouri Valley, the Big West, the Ivy League, and then the SWAC for my supplemental.
Cats.
Cats.
It's that time of year. Yes, the Missouri Valley, the Big West, the Ivy, and then a supplemental with the SWAC using his reverse psychology to pick Bethune-Cookman.
That's a sign. That's a sign. You just said cats right when you were talking about Bethune-Cookman Wildcats conference.
There it is.
Providential.
You're
Yeah.
Duke, watch out. We're coming for you.
I do not claim to give legal betting advice, but put it all on Bethune-Cookman.
If you have a problem with gambling, please seek help and call the number.
Love it. Oh,
I know
man,
I have a problem. I can quit anytime.
Especially to you NIL athletes who are not making much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't need the FBI knocking on our doors.
No.
They won't
All
find any money here, though. I can tell them that. Go ahead,
Zero.
Gary.
If
Yeah.
they do, go to Casey Wick's place.
Look at
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Shit, you send them my way. I'm downloading the ICE app and reporting a bunch of people just to divert them.
You'll find him on the campus of Notre Dame at the Ice Cathedral praying
Exactly.
with his liquor in hand.
Cold-blooded American.
USA.
All right. This is getting out of hand.
Off the
I love it.
rails.
Let's do more.
It's just getting
So the
good.
show that's featured more bourbon is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Weird.
Who would have thought?
I'm getting some bourbon for next week. I'm actually going to go to the Twisted Spirits Distillery in Gladewater. They don't have bourbon, but they do have some really good whiskeys that I'm going to bring on the show next week. I don't know if I'm going to get all of them because he has a lot of them. Local guy, only distillery in the area. For now, they're building one up in Sulphur Springs at the Backstory Brewery. They're supposed to be getting their own distillery going up there too. But and we featured them a few weeks ago. But I'm going to go back over there and see what I can get off them, even if I have to buy it. Still local, helping local. I'll still shout them out. Twisted Spirits Distillery does a lot of small batch stuff. He has a vodka that he makes with sugar and not wheat, and it is so smooth. And if you put a packet in Kool-Aid in it, you would swear you're drinking Kool-Aid.
Ooh, dangerous.
Yes. So, that's that.
That's
So much more I could go with that, but we don't want to get canceled. But he's got
off the air yet.
he has a lot of stuff. And Yates, you come over here if you ever in the area. I mean, you drive downtown Gladewater, cross the tracks, turn to the left, take it out like you're about to hit nothing, and it's right there on the right hand side. It's
To be fair,
I know.
that's Gladewater.
yes.
Hey, we're driving. There's nothing. Hey, there's a thing.
And he's got amazing stuff. I drank everything that he shoved in my face, and I loved every bit of it. So
Ooh.
Pause.
everything that came out of a bottle.
Okay.
That doesn't help me anymore.
So there was no butter sausage.
Did not have food. However,
You didn't try the butter sausage
no, I did not.
right in your face.
Whatever, Gary. This show, bourbon, beer, and basketball gone wild. All right. Well,
Oh.
I think that'll about wrap it up. Anyone have any final thoughts on not just your draft pick, but on the college basketball season as a whole, where we're heading, anything you're looking forward to this week? Nick, let's start with you.
Yeah, man, this is we got about 8, 9, 10 games left. This is where it starts getting good, like real good. And I've been saying this all along. What separates these teams is if you win your conference games at home. And that's kind of what I look at, and I look to see if this team's winning their conference games at home and then maybe picking some off on the road, then they kind of climb up higher when it comes to bracket time.
Sorry, I went to talk and swallowed at the same time.
Oh, I talk a sausage.
Yes, butter sausage. Casey, what about you?
What about me? I'm currently trying to buy more bourbon. Don't judge me. I am who I am.
Who killed your dog?
Oh, I don't know if you could see her right now. You probably think she's drugged.
No, we see the cathedral. Oh, you're back now.
Yep. Oh, the dome. Maybe she's laying back her sound asleep, tongue hanging out the side of her mouth. Anyway, what was your original question?
The season. Are you happy with your draft and anything you're looking forward to for the week ahead?
Other than having the Atlantic 10 stole from me, yeah, I'm happy.
Sorry. Oh, that wasn't me. Never mind. I took the ace.
That wasn't you.
All right. And Josh.
Let's enjoy this time, fellas. I spent too many years diving into the political world, and it is nasty out there. And I have found my love of sports in the last, I'd say, 6 to 8 months. And to leave that stuff behind and dive into this world, these are far more fun and enjoying arguments than any of that stuff. So let's enjoy February and March, college basketball. It's the best time of year.
Good deal. Yeah. I actually told someone on Facebook, I said, unfollow all the news outlets, unfollow anyone trying to be political. You have your beliefs. You're not going to change anybody else's mind. Everyone's going to be set in their ways. You want your voice heard, do it at the ballot box. Stay off Facebook with it and see how much your life improves and how much happier you are. Because I did that a while back and I just don't care anymore. They're going to do what they're going to do, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to talk basketball and drink beer and bourbon.
Let's go.
Politics and religion, man. Two of the most impossible conversations I have with anybody.
Yep. All right, Dom, what about you? What are you looking forward to for the week, and are you happy with your draft?
Oh, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with my draft. I didn't necessarily know what to expect, but with my collection of teams, I think I'll do okay. But it's exciting. I think this is fun. This might be something new that people do for like some type of March Madness pool type of thing, right? Like you take a conference instead of just individual teams. So this is a really cool thing that we started. I'm sure someone's thought of this before, but I don't know if anybody that I've seen put it out. So congratulations to us and what we're doing. And then I'm looking forward to the Max Stone Belt Challenge. It's kind of one of those things that doesn't happen much for especially the larger conferences. This is something that these mid-majors can use as a resume builder. So you've got Bowling Green against Arkansas State, Miami of Ohio, undefeated Miami of Ohio going to a Marshall team who's very good at home. You've got a Buffalo team matching up with a South Alabama team. And then you've got Akron versus Troy. Those are your top 4 matchups for me going into this weekend. We're going to be doing a live show tomorrow night. Specifically talking about all of these matchups, but those are your quick top 4, and I love the fact they're battling each other to get some more national relevance to some smaller schools and some smaller conferences.
Where can they watch that show at, Dom?
We'll be live on the Sunbelt Syndicate across most social platforms tomorrow night. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly which time. I would assume it's going to be closer to about 9:30 Eastern, which would be 8:30 Central, and was that is it 7:30 Mountain Time or is it?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, sir.
There we go. I'm learning, fellas. I'm learning. I usually have to just worry about the East and the Central because that's where the Sun Belt is. But anything further west, I got to think about it for a minute.
Just keep taking an hour away. You'll be all right.
There you go.
Nick, we got to get Dom out to Boise one of these days. Show him the Mountain West.
Heck yeah!
I hope that happens. It's going to be the Pac-12.
Pacific West.
Yep. Yep.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Anytime, my friend.
Yeah. You got Dom versus Casey next week, so that'll be fun. The MAC versus the Sun Belt.
There we go. Yeah.
Grudge match. All right. Yeah, and easiest way for you guys, we're not paid. Everybody here does it because we're love the sport. We love giving
Love
you
the game,
information.
brother.
And anyway, so yeah, we say that we're gonna go live at this time, but we have lives. We don't get paid to be up here and do this stuff. So yeah, if it's a few minutes later, that's fine. The easiest way to make sure that you never miss a show, go subscribe to Bronco Nation Updates YouTube or Sunbelt Syndicate's YouTube, and then click that little bell button. And then once you click that bell, you can set up your notifications to let you know either by email or whatever the options are, push notification or whatever, when we go live. And then you'll never miss a show. You'll be able to see everything that we're doing, hear everything we're doing, and just have a good time. I mean, we had a good time doing this never before done draft, and we didn't have any idea how it was going to go, and it went great. I'm surprised at how smooth it went. So it's only going to get better from here. So if you're worried about missing a show, just go subscribe and set up the notifications. You'll never miss a show. You'll always be notified. All right, Yates, let's get to you. What is your take on your draft, and what are you looking forward to this week?
I mean, I really hate that the Big East was taken right out from under me, even though I had the 6th pick and we all knew they were going 1. Overall, man, in the 6th spot, I think I came out pretty well. I think, the American and Missouri Valley like to make a little noise. But, man, it's just been a really fun college basketball season so far. It's been pretty unpredictable. I don't think anybody at this point would have said that Arizona was going to be undefeated going into, February. But here we are. And these conference races are getting tighter, man. I'm looking forward to seeing how all these things are going to play out. And go Hogs. All right.
Yep. And I'm looking actually tonight, the first time, and I don't remember how long it might have been ever, maybe. I'm not sure. But for the first time in a long time, for sure, New Mexico is hosting a quad 1 game at the Pit tonight. They are a 1.5-point favorite over Utah State. That's on FS1 at 10 o'clock Central Time. So if you're like some after hours hoop on the East Coast, even Central Time at that, it's going to be a good one. Right now, Utah State is picked to win 53.2% of the time on the ESPN matchup predictor. They're 18-3 overall, 9-2 in conference, and New Mexico's 18-4 overall and 9-2 in conference. And
just so y'all know, right now, Portland is really taking it to Gonzaga, man. They've got a 17-16 lead on them.
You had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
First half, they had it. Yeah, they got them right now. So
anyway, the winner tonight takes sole control of second place. Actually, it'll be tied for first place with San Diego State. So
nice.
And as much as I hate to say this, both of those schools have great fan bases. Even though one of them super, super, super dorky, the Pit and playing in Logan, there's nothing that compares to it as much as I've seen.
Let's just hope for quadruple overtime game. That's what we're hoping for.
I hear the word dorky a lot, but no one says it with the conviction that Nick does.
That is true. As somebody who's witnessed it, that's very true.
And then, of course, New Mexico not only has to beat Utah State, but they also have to beat Boise State again. That's a home game Saturday. So New Mexico has a tough week ahead. Boise State starting to find their mojo again. So I know I didn't pick any of the Mountain West teams. I'm happy with what I got. West Coast Conference, ASUN, Horizon, and the MAC. But I think the ASUN might surprise. We may get 2 out of that one. I'm not sure, but maybe we might. But anyway, yeah. Let's do final brand shout outs. Nick, your coffee of choice tonight?
Yep, I did the store brand K-Cup from Albertsons, a signature brand. All their products are high quality and they're just as good as the name brand. will say that I'm going to venture across the street and talk to Payette Brewing Company and see if they have something for me. And if not, maybe I can get a grab bag for my panel here. And so wish me luck on that.
And with that, I will say this: we are still looking for a title sponsor. We don't want your cash to be a title sponsor. That little, I say little, it'll be bigger if you actually become. If you look at the bottom of the screen, we'll push everybody up and make room for you. But at the bottom of the screen, your brewery company name and label will be right there. You'll be prominent, shown on the entire deal um, for the entire show, and yeah. Are you guys there?
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
I just used all of my hotspots, so I think all I'm getting is vocal right now. So I'm gonna try to not have to switch over to Wi-Fi. But that being said, if you want to be a brand sponsor, go ahead and reach out. And we just want a swag bag for the 6 guys on screen right there. A swag bag. Yates, let's go to you.
All right, so there's a couple of things going tonight. One, we've got the 903 Brewers. They've got this frosted maple cookie beer. It's a pretty good beer. 903 Brewers is brewing right out of Sherman, Texas, just about an hour north of Dallas. But what I've been sipping on also has been this here little whiskey, the old Milliman Green out of Blanco, Texas. Taking some of that Kentucky-style bourbon, meshing it with that Texas whiskey. Pretty good stuff. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty smooth.
Nice.
All right. I switched over my Wi-Fi so I can actually see you guys moving now, and you're not just blank faces staring back at me.
Everybody do the thing.
Hey, just stay still.
Anyway, what I was saying was grab bags for the 6 panel members. You get you get title sponsorship. We don't want your cash right now. Next year might be a different story. We're still trying to figure out what our reach is going to be. If you want to give us cash, we're fine with that too. But grab bags for title sponsorship. That's all we're looking for right now. And you'll be mentioned in all the posts, all the socials, all of everything, and go from there. Dominic, what are you up to drinking tonight?
Yeah, shout out to Catawba County's own Cook's Mill, an American straight bourbon whiskey here, right here in North Carolina, specifically Statesville. So if you are in the Statesville area, there you go. Just shout out. Pretty good too, by the way. Pretty good.
Nice.
Not
And
disappointed.
and Josh, what you got?
We're going with Kodo Brewing Company based out of Twin Falls, Idaho. Lovely little restaurant. Pop in, watch some games, get some good food. Great people down there.
All right. And Casey, your Lou Holtz legendary bourbon.
Yes, sir. 5-year Kentucky. Oop. God dang, this camera.
Hold
In
it
front of
your
you. In
face.
front of you. Yeah.
I can only go so far. But anyway, no, actually,
That was
I'll
like
be
Lou
honest.
Holtz right there.
Oh, should I order the mask that they did on Pat McAfee?
Yes. Yes.
Do
Honestly,
it.
though, for being 100 proof, it's smooth. Like, it's actually really good. I
Nice.
kind of wish they had this actually locally instead of having to airmail it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what I was doing. Like, you were like, "Oh, what do you think of your draft?" I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Where can I find this online?"
It's in here somewhere. I know it.
I will find you.
I have a particular set of skills. We'll find you.
Nope.
All right, and I'm drinking Three Nations. Yeah, we featured them last week, but we're going to do it again this week. This was the Big Will, an Amber Ale IPA. There you go, TikTok for you to see. Three Nations out of Carrollton, Texas. They hooked us up last week with some great stuff, so they're getting the 2-week in a row treatment. They got the Royal Blood as well. There you go, TikTok. And over there, Royal Blood. This one is a 5.5 Blood Orange Ale. And then, of course, my nightcap was the 4.5 Autumn Spice in my growler. You get one of these, they'll fill it up for you. And Dominic has the hookup. Dominic, show your growler koozie. Dominic has the hookup. If you want a growler koozie, go to there and get you a growler koozie, and we'll have some fun with that. Next week we got a something different coming for the first half of next week. I've been in contact with a coach who wants to come on and talk recruiting and the NIL and the portal and what it's doing to the high school recruiting network. And yeah, not you, Yates.
We're gonna have a great conversation.
Yes. And we're going to talk about what the uh, agents aren't telling the kids before they enter the portal and stuff like that. So if you're a aspiring college basketball athlete and you want to know what's actually going on in the NIL and portal, then this is going to be a show you want to tune into. There is a chance he won't be able to make it. It depends on the snow and if games and stuff are rescheduled where he's at. So, but that is tentatively on the schedule for next week. I'm going to have two different show ideas out to all of you guys on screen here. One of them will be with him. One of them will be without. So hopefully we get him and we have some good conversation there. The second half next week is going to be basically what the first half is this week, and then we are going to do a brief overview of your draft picks. So get yourself just a summary, like a 10, 15-minute summary of it all, of your 4 or 5 conferences, and something we can talk about, and we'll move on from there. But the first half is going to be dedicated to coach and the NIL and the portal and all that stuff. So it'll be a fun show next week. You guys have anything else you want to say before we get going? Nick, why don't you shout out your socials, Bronco Nation, and all that other fun stuff?
Yeah, as Sam said, Bronco Nation updates on YouTube it's a great resource, not just for Bronco fans, but as you can see, educating people about college basketball. We have great guests. We just had Chris Childs, the legendary Bronco and New York Knicks, on one of our shows last week. It was an awesome show. And then, we're all about education too. So we have lots of different sports. Even if you don't like Boise State, you can learn about some of these other sports like volleyball and softball and women's basketball, stuff like that. It's a great time. So go look for Bronco Nation updates on YouTube, and then also on all the socials. Look it up. It's a great channel.
All right, Yates, where can they find you?
I mean, you could find me in a lot of different places, mainly on the basketball court. You can find me on Instagram, JHYates24. You're going to see pictures of my dog and our basketball season. That's about it.
How'd you guys do last week?
Last week wasn't our best week, I'll tell you that. Our varsity team right now, so with 6 games left, we needed to win 2 of those so that we could lock up a playoff spot. Right now we have 3 games left, and we need to win 2 of those. We're on a 3-game skid right now. We did lose to 2 of the top teams in the district, and then we lost one last night that we shouldn't have lost. Guys really played great for 1 quarter and lost the game by 2 points.
Oof. All right.
So,
and Dom, real quick, where can they find you?
Yeah, Sunbelt Syndicate. You can smash it all together, pretty much every social outlet. I mean, X is 1 letter short, so everywhere else should be Sunbelt Syndicate.
All right, and Josh?
Pretty much X, Josh Lee 2323, and just lots of sports things on there. The latest one I did was your, I think 5 different scenarios for college football playoff that should be happening. So that's getting interesting right now.
All right, and Casey?
Currently still working on that. Kind of doing a rebranding thing here.
All right. Good deal. And tomorrow night we have Woozy World from the Boise State Rocket League team. He's going to be on Bronco Nation Live. If you're into esports or even have kids that are into esports, that's going to be a show you want to tune into and learn about what it takes to be a college athlete in the esports world. With that, I'm Sam Gillette, your host. And for Nick, Jonathan, Casey, Josh, and Dominic, We will see you next week, same time, same place.